And I am pleased to welcome to the 2025 edition of Statehouse Conversations, Senator Andrea Hunley of Indianapolis, District 46. And I have to admit to being always intimidated when I see you because you're the former school principal, and it's sort of Pavlovian. I just can't, I didn't do anything bad in grade school, but
well, don't get out of line or you'll get a detention.
There's an apple waiting for you off camera if you do perform well. Interesting perspective, though, that you bring in terms of education and public education. You were here in Indianapolis, which is the heart of a lot of conversation at Indianapolis Public Schools. Tell us about your agenda. What do you want to see unfold this session?
I'm really excited for this session because it is our budget session. So that means that we're talking about priorities, how are we going to help Hoosiers, and a bill that I'm carrying. It's a bill package, Senate Bills 521 and 522. It's the Momnibus package, so like an omnibus bill, but it's focused on moms and babies. And this is, I'm
Extra
carrying.
Credit for the clever branding. That's good.
I wish I came up with it, but I'm carrying it in honor of Senator Breaux. She worked so hard for maternal health and really wanted to make sure that, that postpartum moms were taken care of, that our babies were taken care of and healthy. And so this package really has a lot of great things in it, like increasing insurance coverage for certain preventative measures, to increase stillbirth prevention programming across the state, and providing more access to doula services and other critical care.
And we should point out we lost Senator Breaux during the
during last session.
During last session,
she passed away.
It was a monumental figure. Her mother, another office holder, is still alive and well. So a shout out to Mom.
That's
there
right.
You go.
She's a wonderful mentor of mine, and I
Billy
appreciate
Breaux,
she's still here.
Yes. So anything else? And I know that anything. Of course, there's more. Tell us more.
We've got lots of great things. So one of the other bills that I'm excited about is Senate Bill 111, and that is coverage for living organ donors. So we know that we've actually got a crisis here in the Hoosier State with folks who are on dialysis or folks who are waiting for a kidney transplant. We need more living donors. But we also know that a barrier for folks is that they are worried about life insurance coverage being impacted. And so Senate Bill 111 would protect folks who are living organ donors to ensure that their insurance will not change and that they cannot be discriminated against or penalized.
Not a factor in terms of underwriting.
Absolutely.
The policy.
And there are over 35 states that have actually already passed this protection, so we're behind. And I'm excited that that bill passed out of committee already, our insurance committee, so it's on its way. And we've also got a House companion bill as well that Representative Mayfield is carrying in the House. And so we're really hopeful that this session we can get this done for Hoosiers.
Worthwhile effort and no fiscal note. So
fiscal note.
It rings all the bells in a budget year.
That's right. That is right.
You're on a roll. Keep going.
I know. All the things I'm excited about. So here in Marion County, one of the things that we talk about a lot is safety for people on our roads. Folks are walking and biking and rolling and strolling. And in my district, we've got lots of schools, lots of kids walking to school, as well as people who are flying down the roads to get to work. So we're looking for any opportunity we can to make our community safer. And one way to do that is with automatic speed enforcement cameras in our school zones. And so this is something that Chief Bailey, our Chief of Police, is really supportive of. He had a great op-ed that he wrote about having automatic speed enforcement cameras and how it would help our police department make it safer for them as well when it comes to traffic control. And so this is a bill that I carried last session as well. Last session, the State House, we passed a bill that provides automatic speed cameras in work sites, so construction sites.
I will admit I've received a warning, informational warning.
Okay, but the good news is,
that's all I'm admitting to at this point.
Is that over 80% of people who receive a warning never get an actual ticket. So it changes driver behavior.
I'm slowing down in that area.
So it changes driver behavior, and so that's what we're trying to do.
On school buses or in school zones?
In school zones.
Okay.
And what it actually does is it doesn't install any. It just gives municipalities, the local governments, the opportunity to adopt this technology if they would like to. So right now it's prohibited in the state, and we need to make sure that our communities have every tool available. And so this would just give them one more tool if they choose to use it.
And they'd be civil fines much as they would be.
Correct.
Because then you don't get into the whole nightmare of, I wasn't driving, it was my child borrowing the car, and I don't want it to count as points against me.
Yes, and there are lots of protections. It wouldn't kick in until you're going 11 miles an hour or more over. It would be cheaper than getting a ticket if an officer pulled you over, and the first time it's always a warning. And so, So we try to be flexible with it, but we also know that we need to change driver behavior. Yeah.
And any others? Heaven
Yes.
forbid I cut the principal off.
I know.
before,
I'm just so excited
I'll
about
never clean the
all the
erasers
great
again.
things that we have going on this session. So we also know that healthcare costs are high for Hoosiers. And I'm on the Healthcare Cost Oversight Task Force. And we talked about a variety of ways to lower bills. And one piece that constituents have been reaching out to me about is folks who have chronic illnesses. Think about sickle cell, folks who have hypertension, folks who have hemophilia, folks who have really expensive drugs that there aren't generics for. And so this bill, Senate Bill 435, it prohibits copay accumulators from kicking in. And so what that does is it just allows folks that every dollar they spend on a prescription drug, that it can count towards their copays so that their overall spend out of pocket can be lowered. And many states have already passed this as well, but Indiana hasn't yet. And if we can do one thing that would help our Hoosiers with chronic illnesses, this would really be it. And again, no fiscal on our budget, so.
You're saying the magic words
Yes,
in
indeed.
this session.
Yes.
Well, Andrea Hunley, clearly a busy
Yes.
agenda, and I would expect nothing less from the principal.
Yes.
You can take you out of the school, but clearly some of these issues near and dear still to your heart. Senator Andrea Hunley, Indianapolis, District 46. Thank you for taking time to chat about your hopes and aspirations for this session. And
It's always a pleasure.
I commend you for your commitment to not only your constituents in Indianapolis, but Indiana as a whole, and your commitment to public service. Much appreciated.
Thank you. Thanks so much.